Hi everyone and welcome to this video where I'm going to show you how I flew my drone, a Mavic Mini, in Prague and how you can too. Okay, so thanks to UAV Coach, which is a website that you can use to essentially check the drone rules of pretty much anywhere in the world. So long as you can see your drone, a license is required for commercial use, but personal use is typically fine. You can see more information on if you need to fly in a specific place on the website there. Now for me, luckily because of the 250 gram limit, the Mavic Mini, there was no problems at all, and that's pretty much the case for most countries that I would typically visit. However, it is obviously also good to check wherever you go. So I flew my drone in two places within Prague. One of those was on top of this massive hill, which is called Petrin Hill, and the other was at the Prague Metronome, I think it's called. I could have flown my drone in more places. However, obviously, because I didn't want to be too close to buildings or too close to people, I picked these two locations because essentially they are public areas which you can go to and do pretty much whatever you want within reason. But these two areas, it seemed like the easiest places to use my drone. I could still get decent shots of the city and of St. Charles Bridge as well. I managed to get a couple of nice dynamic shots, but not too many. I'd only recently purchased the drone, so I still wasn't 100% used to everything, and also using my drone abroad for the first time was a little bit funny, and essentially I just didn't want to annoy anyone or get in anyone's way because I don't speak the language there. I barely speak English, and so yeah, I just didn't want to push any rules or anything like that. So you can start by looking at the footage that I have on the Prague Metronome, where essentially I get this lovely sweeping shot as the drone sort of opens up, and there's a really nice timing as well with a boat that manages to get there as well. And so it's a really nice dynamic shot because it's kind of low to the ground and it flies out, and then all of a sudden you are at this river. I really like this shot, and I remember being there on the ground and just thinking it was unbelievable. I also managed to essentially take the drone straight up and then take essentially a panoramic photo of the view from about, I want to say about 50 meters above the ground there. And then the other place, which was on top of Petrin Hill, essentially because of the Prague Castle, I could only really film in one specific area, which was just south of the cable car connection where you come up. All I did was send the drone straight up. However, I did have a couple of connection issues for some reason. I managed to essentially just go straight up. I was a little bit worried about it. I took what I think are some nice photos, brought the drone straight back down. Typically in Prague, I think that you could probably get away with most drone flights. However, obviously I would advise health and safety, just common sense thinking. Don't go into the middle of the public square and send your drone up straight away. Although looking at this map, which you can find on the DJI website, you can technically do it, but obviously just flying a drone really close to a massive crowd of people, somebody is going to get annoyed, somebody is going to be scared, somebody is probably going to say something. That's typically why I stuck to these two out of area places. Now that's completely different to flying my drone here where I live in Denmark, where essentially because I feel a bit more comfortable, it's a lot easier to be able to get away with some of the drone flights and stuff that I do here as well. So to sum it all up, you can fly your drone in the Czech Republic and especially in Prague. I'm sure that some of you will get some much better drone shots than I have. I was only there for 48 hours, and so I only really stuck to the city. There are a few places outside that I could have gone, and I really could have sent the drone up or even used the camera that I'm recording this video on now and gotten some really nice shots, but that wasn't to be the case. So if you manage a trip to the Czech Republic and you get some awesome drone shots, be sure to let me know. Feel free to send me a message on Instagram. You can see another video where I go through 15 locations in total where I took really nice photos in and around Prague, and you can go ahead and watch that video soon.